All right, good morning, friends. Welcome to our level 2 45-minute flow. In terms of props, 2 blocks will be nice to haves, not necessary. But if you have 2 blocks or something similar to a block shape, you might grab them now, and I'll tell you where you can place them so that they're readily available to you should you need them later in class. Our class today was really themed around the idea of harmony. I think sometimes we can get out of harmony, get out of the rhythms of the way of life. And one of the best ways that I've found to bring everything kind of back into a state of almost a sense of tranquility, both body, mind, and energetically, is just through movement. And this class was really born out of that sense of utilizing movement to really bring about a sense of harmony, body, mind, and energy. So hopefully that resonates with you throughout our class today. With that said, we're going to get started in child's pose. If you do choose to have 2 blocks or 2 props with you, you might take a block towards the back of your mat and towards the front of your mat. And then meet me in child's pose. Always know in any class that if child's pose doesn't work for your body, you are more than welcome to come into an upright seated pose, or you can always lie down on your back with the soles of your feet together and your knees wide in what we call Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly. Wherever you choose to land, focus on your breath. Take a long, slow inhale. Fill your lungs up with air. A brief pause at the top. And then an open mouth, gentle exhale. Let it go. And we'll do 2 more rounds of breath just like that. Inhale, slow and steady. Fill up. Little brief pause. And an equally slow and steady exhale. And now seal your lips. Deep breath in through your nose. And that long, slow exhale through your nose. And continue this rhythm with your breath. If you're familiar with Ujjayi Pranayama, you are more than welcome to start that practice now. If you're less familiar with it, it's a little bit of a constriction in the back of your throat. So your breath has a textured sound to it, almost like the ocean, like waves coming in and out. You can think of your breath flowing in and out. Maintain this cadence with your breath. Slowly inhale, come up to all fours. And once you come up to all fours, take a moment to stack your joints. Shoulders come right over your wrist, hips come right over the knees. And we'll take a couple of rounds of cow and cat together. First one, cow, drop your belly, inhale, pull your heart forward. You might even slightly take your gaze up. Exhale, cat pose, dome and round, push the ground away. 2 more just like that. Inhale, cow pose, open up your front body. And exhale, cat pose, open up your back body. Really start to exaggerate the movements here. Inhale. And exhale. Come back into a flat, neutral spine breath in. We'll make it back to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. And once you come back into dog pose, take a moment to pedal out your feet. Pedal out your knees. You might even give your hips a little waggle side to side so that you can really start to open up your side body, your hips, all the little in-betweens. And then once you feel like you've got all the wiggles and the fidgets worked out, settle into stillness. Feel free to put a soft bend in your knees, especially if it feels like you're fighting the backs of your legs. And with that soft bend, lift your hips a little bit higher up towards the sky. Actively pull your low belly not only in but slightly up. And then press down firmly into your hands. Use that to lift your hips even higher. And then keep your hips high as you stretch your heels towards the ground. Deep breath in. You choose here, nose or mouth. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze in between your hands. And exhale, tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. We'll find ragdoll pose. Once you come forward, open your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance. And you can always let your arms dangle down onto the ground or grab opposite elbows. And a gentle sway of the torso, a shake out of the head. Make sure you're not holding any tension anywhere in your neck and your shoulders. And we'll stay in this very relaxed forward fold. Take your hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine as you begin to stretch your knuckles towards the sky. And if you have the mobility in your shoulders, you're more than welcome to start to bring your knuckles forward towards the front of your space. We're going to stay in this deep forward fold and keep the soft bend in your left knee. Begin to straighten-ish your right knee, and then turn your torso to the right. At the same time, let your arms drift to the left. Just a quick check-in on your breath, making sure there's some sort of intentional breath work. So a little bit of a deeper inhale and exhale. You're always welcome to continue the Ujjayi Pranayama as well. And then we'll come back through center and switch it to the other side. Bend your right knee, straighten-ish your left. Let your arms drift to the right. Give your head a little shake, yes and no. Still not holding any tension in the neck or the shoulders. Bring it back around to center, and by way of your low back, release your hands to the ground. Heel toe your feet either hips width distance, or you can always bring your big toes together to touch with a slight space in between your heels. Inhale your hands up your shins or to the tops of your thighs. Come up halfway, lengthen. And we'll take it right back into the forward fold. And we'll do 2 more just like that on the breath. This time, fingertips to the ground or hands to your legs. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. 1 more. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. We're going to come all the way up to mountain pose. Sweep your arms wide, soft knees, long spine. Inhale, rise. Hands are going to reach up overhead. Palms can connect. Exhale, hands through heart center. We'll get into a little breath to movement. So inhale back to your mountain pose. Again, option to gaze up. Watch your palms connect. Exhale into a forward fold. Soften your knees. Keep your spine nice and long. Come up halfway, fingertips to the ground or hands to your shins. Inhale. And right back into the forward fold. Exhale. Bring it all the way back up, mountain pose. Inhale. And hands come together at your heart. Exhale. We'll do 1 more round just like that. Steady and slow, like you're moving through honey. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Right back to the forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, mountain, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and we'll add on from there. So again, inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Take it back to plank pose, and we're going to hold our plank right here. So you're always welcome to drop down onto your forearms in a plank. You can drop your knees to the ground. You just want to think of your head, your torso like a slide. If knees are off the ground and palms are flat or even elbows on the ground, full engagement of your leg muscles, almost as if you're standing at attention. You want to feel the tension contract around your thighs, around your knees, even a slight squeeze of your glutes, your booty muscles. And then notice if you're rounding through your upper back, like you would do in cat pose, find just that happy medium or the Goldilocks between your cat and your cow, just in your upper back. Lift and tone your low belly so that your navel not only draws in, but slightly up. And we'll take 1 more deep breath in. Wherever you are, lower everything down onto the ground. You can always drop your knees to support you on the way down. We'll take 3 rolling cobras from here. Untuck your toes, stretch 1 leg back at a time. And think of a little baby cobra. So very little use of your hands. Inhale, peel your chest up off the ground. Exhale, lower back down. Let your third eye tap the ground. Now a medium mama cobra, so very little use of the hands, but a little use of the hands. Inhale, come up. And like a wave, ripple back down. And now a nice big King Papa Cobra. Feel free to use your hands. Make sure your shoulders stay back and down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower back down. Tuck your toes, firm your legs, tabletop or plank pose. Inhale, rise up. And take it up and back, downward facing dog. Second time in your dog, feel free to pedal it out, sway it out. And use that to settle into stillness. 2 big breaths right here. Inhale, fill up. Nose or mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, inhale or fill up your lungs. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your heels, gaze in between your hands. Exhale, step walk, or if you're ready, a little hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Mountain pose. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands come together at your heart. Exhale, and we'll start to flow that breath to movement. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, take it back to plank right away. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Knees can always come to the ground to support you. Cobra, or if you're ready, upward facing dog. Lift and open up your heart. Downward facing dog, exhale. And it's one breath here. Inhale, fill up. Big breath out, let it go. Inhale, heel side gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. And again, mountain pose. Inhale, rise. Little cue change here, right back into the forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Take it back to plank, lower to chaturanga. If you want to hop it back, hop straight back to chaturanga. And then inhale, cobra or up dog. Rolling through your vinyasa. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet a tad closer together. Big inhale, send your right leg up and back behind you. And then bend your right knee, open up your hip. And from here, any little bit of movement. You can draw circles. Feel free to bend and straighten your lifted leg. I know some people like to drop the left forearm to the ground. Little half dolphin action. Anything just to help open up the hips, open up the side body. And then inhale, bring it back through center. Keep your right leg high. Square your hips off. We'll go knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Right knee to your upper right arm. Try to get it up into the armpit. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Listen close. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Runner's lunge. Drop your back knee down onto the ground. And a little sway, a little finesse here. You can let your hips kind of sway side to side. Feel free to shift your hips back, straighten into kind of a modified half splits and bring it forward. And then once you feel like you got everything worked out, settle into stillness. Arms straight, or you can always drop your forearms down onto the ground. If you have a block or something block-like, you can always bring your forearms or your hands onto your block. And then if you want the quad stretch here, you're more than welcome to take it. You might start with your left palm flat on the ground. Right arm will reach around and grab the pinky toe side of your left foot. And since it's still pretty early in our practice, I wouldn't go for like the grand slam opening here. It's like a soft opening, just kind of seeing what's happening. Take one more full round of breath here. If you have a hold of your foot, gently release. We're going to come around to a low lunge. Heel toe your right foot to the inside of your right hand. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee up. Pause here, inhale, gaze forward. We'll take a quarter turn to the left, parallel your feet. Hands underneath your shoulders, inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. And we'll take a skandasana or a lateral lunge to the back of your mat. So left knee will bent, right leg will straighten. Inhale, come through center. And same thing, second side, bend your right knee, left leg will straighten, Skandasana or that lateral lunge. One more, inhale through center. Exhale to the back of your mat. Inhale, come through center and take it to the front of your mat. We're going to come back through center. Inhale, listen close, low lunge to the front of your mat. Again, take your gaze forward, breath in. We'll set up pyramid. Back foot will step in, half a step, heel spins to the ground. Inhale, lift and open up your heart. Exhale, fold forward. And we're going to do 2 more rounds on the breath, just like that. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. One more, like a wave. Inhale, ripple open, level out. Lead with your heart. Exhale, fold forward. And then hold it right here. One big round of breath. Inhale. See if you can lengthen as you soften and deepen. Exhale. Straight arms, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, right foot meets your left on the ground or a 3-leg plank, and exhale, lower to chaturanga. Both feet touch down, inhale, up dog or cobra. Up and back, downward facing dog. And we'll move right into the second side. Inhale, your left leg high. Bend your knee, exhale, open up your hip. Any little bit of movement here. And then inhale, bring it back through center, square off, left leg high, knee to nose, exhale. 3-leg dog, send it up. Left knee, left upper arm, give it a tap. Inhale, 3-leg dog, and we'll step runner's lunge, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Again, drop your back knee down onto the ground. A little bit of sway, a little bit of waggle. And settle in. Again, straight arms, forearms, block, or prop-esque, block-esque prop. And if you want the quad stretch, go ahead, reach around with your left hand, grab the outside. So you want to grab the pinky toe side of the foot. And the reason I'm such a stickler for that is if you were to grab the inside of the foot, your shoulder internally rotates. If you grab the outside of the foot, your shoulder externally rotates, and you can get a little bit more extension in the shoulder there. And another deep breath in. This side feels very yummy. Exhale, release, low lunge. Again, heel toe your left foot to the inside of your left foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Pause, gaze forward, take a breath. And this time, quarter turn to your right. Exhale, parallel your feet. Again, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Skandasana or lateral lunge to the back of your mat. We're going to pause and hold it right here. So you can stay with hands on the ground. You can always bring hands together at your heart. I'll turn around so you can see some of our options here. Hands can come together at your heart. You're more than welcome to open up your arms to fly. And there's a bind for this final breath. If you want to take the bind, you're more than welcome to. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Hands to the ground. Inhale, transition through center. And we'll take it to the other side. Bend your left knee, straighten-ish your right. And I'm going to turn back around so I don't get myself confused. So now you'll be at the front of your mat. Hands down, hands together at the heart. All the same options apply. Wherever you are, keep your heart open. Feel almost like you're using your back muscles to open up across your chest. One more deep breath wherever you are. Release your hands to the ground. We'll transition through center, parallel the feet. Inhale. Stay low, lunge to the front of your mat. Exhale. Again, take your gaze forward, breath in. We'll set up pyramid pose. Back foot will step in half a step. Spin your heel to the ground. Straighten out both arms. Inhale, lengthen, level out your spine. Exhale, fold forward. 2 more undulations just like that. Round through your upper back. Inhale, then level up. Exhale, lead with your heart. Fold forward. Almost like a rippling sensation here with the spine. Inhale, ripple up, level out. Exhale, fold forward. We'll hold it here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Straighten out both arms. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step back, low lunge. And then inhale back to plank or three-leg plank. Exhale, vinyasa. When you come to chaturanga, both feet touch down. Inhale into your back bend. And take it up and back, downward facing dog. And now in down dog, open up your feet as wide as your mat. Spin your heels in, your toes out. Start to walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Then squat down, malasana. And here's where your block at the back of your mat might be handy. If you're feeling any tightness or tension in the hips, you can always place the block underneath your seat. Palms can come together at the heart. Or just like we did a moment ago, you can start to open up the arms to fly. Right fingertips in front of the right toes. Left arm's going to head up towards the sky. Squeeze your back muscles to open up your front body. Stay here, or if you want to take the bind, take the bind. And then we'll come back through center, elbows to inner knees, big inhale. And to the other side, left fingertips in front of the left toes, right arm will head up towards the sky. Feel almost a sense that your chest broadens right to left. Stay or take the bind if you did so on the other side. One more breath. Elbows to inner knees, hands together at the heart. Inhale. Hands to the ground, lift your hips to the sky, forward fold. Spin all 10 toes to point forward. Inhale, come up halfway, fingertips to the ground or hands to your legs. Exhale, walk it back out, downward facing dog. From down dog, lift your heels. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Mountain pose. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands come together at your heart. Exhale. We're going to move into a sun bee flow. Inhale, mountain, reach your arms up. Find a steeple grip overhead. This is a little playbook out of hot yoga. Find a gentle movement side to side. You might take it back and forward or into some gentle twists. Spine moves in 6 different directions. It's kind of good to move them around in the 6 different directions. And then bring it back through center. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, side bend up and over to the right. Just 2 breaths here. Press down into your feet. Engage your legs. Shift your hips to the left. And on this final exhale here, see if you can deepen your side bend to the right. Inhale, come up through center. And we'll take it up and over to the left. So feel a rooting sensation in your feet, and at the same time, energy will rise up your legs. Shift your hips to the right. Big inhale, exhale, lengthen to the left. Inhale, come up through center. We'll do this 3 times. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up your heart. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And again, exhale, cactus the arms, lift your chest. One more. Inhale, like you're doing a pull-up. Pull your heart to the bar. Inhale, reach your arms up, right into your forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Step, walk, or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. And I should say that vinyasas are always optional. You can always modify with a cat and a cow. You can skip altogether, head back to down dog, 3 to 5 breaths there. Feet a little closer. Inhale, send your right leg high. And we'll go knee to nose. Exhale. 3-leg dog. Inhale. Right knee, right upper arm. Give it a tap. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Little cue change. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Low lunge. High crescent. Inhale, come all the way upright. Take a breath or 2 just to adjust your lunge so that it feels pretty stable, pretty strong. You want to feel a hips width stance, less of like you're walking on a tightrope. And then ground your feet down. Inhale, lengthen up. Something happened with my light there. Exhale, airplane lunge. Sweep your hands towards the back of the room. Start to squeeze your pinky fingers towards each other. Again, you're feeling the contraction of your back muscles to open up your front body. Engage your back leg fully. Use that to lengthen through the crown of your head. And we got a big fun move coming our way. Finish out this breath. Left arm's gonna lead the way, warrior two. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, settle in, and we'll start to move a little bit with the breath. Spin your palms up, straighten your front knee. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Two more just like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Imagine that you're moving through honey. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Now flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, and we're going to hold it right here. Any arm variation, if you want to hook onto your top wrist, if you want to take the half archer or the full archer, you can even take a bind. Anything goes. Start to sink a little bit deeper into your front thigh. At the same time, lengthen your torso back. One more deep breath in. And side angle lunge, forearm to your thigh or hand to the ground. You can always take it onto a block. Left arm's going to stretch up towards the sky. Let your hips drop towards the ground. And it's really, you want to create a nice long side angle. So from your back outer foot through the top of your head, create some length. And we'll finish out this breath. Big move, star pose. Let your top arm lead you. Inhale, come up. Toes out, heels in. Exhale, horse, squat on down. Little gentle movement side to side. And then take your hands to the top of your thighs, a little shrug, little shimmy of the shoulders. Loosen up everything. Take a deep breath in. Dip your right shoulder to the ground, gaze to the left. And then back out slightly, breath in. We're going to stay on the same side just a little bit deeper. Right hand will press into the inner right thigh. Oh, that feels good. An extra breath here just to luxuriate in that. And then inhale, come up through center. To the other side, dip your left shoulder, gaze to the right. And again, back out slightly, breath in. Head in just a little bit deeper and then hold it here. Press your left hand into your left inner thigh. Your inner thigh even presses back slightly. Creates a little strength within the flexibility. And then come through center, bring your hands together at your heart. I like to call this lotus breath. So you're going to peel your fingers open like a lotus flower that blooms. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, arms to a T, and then bring your hands together at your heart. Two more just like that, sit even deeper. Inhale, lotus bloom up. Exhale, take it out. One more. If your thighs are burning, so are mine. Exhale, hands together at your hearts. We're coming out, star pose. Inhale. Warrior two to the front, exhale. Reverse warrior, one breath. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, back to plank or three leg, and exhale, vinyasa. Once you come back into down dog, take a breath. Empty out. And second side, inhale your left leg high. Again, knee to nose, exhale. Three leg dog. Left knee, left arm, give it a tap. Inhale, three leg dog. We'll step to a low lunge. High crescent, inhale, rise up. And again, just a breath or two to firm up your lunge here. Feel yourself stable, strong. Root down, inhale, lengthen up. Airplane lunge, exhale, sweep both arms towards the back of your space. A little squeeze of the pinky fingers towards each other. Again, use your back muscles to open up your front body. And we'll finish out this breath. Right arm leads, inhale, warrior two, open it up. And again, exhale, settle in. 3 rounds on the breath. Straighten your front knee, sweep your arms up overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. So slow it down and use the entire breath to move. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. One more, inhale. And exhale. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. 3 breaths right here. And again, any arm variation that you took on the first side, you're more than welcome to take on this side. Sink a little bit deeper into your front thigh. Reach your torso a little bit more up and back. One more inhale. Side angle lunge, forearm to thigh, hand to the ground, or hand to your block. Top arm will reach straight up towards the sky. And once you settle in, see where you can create space or length from your back foot through your torso, through the crown of your head. Another full breath in. Really settle in here as you exhale. And then top arm will lead the way. Inhale, star pose, come all the way up. Right back into your horse, squat on down. And we'll do 3 rounds with the arms, the lotus bloom. Inhale, bloom up. Exhale, reach out, arms to a T. And at the bottom of that exhale, hands to heart. 2 more. Inhale, slowly reach up. Exhale, just as slow, reach out and bring it back in. Sit even deeper, 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Star pose, inhale. Warrior 2 to the front. 1 breath, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Back to plank and through your vinyasa. All right, my friends, that's going to be our little flow. We're going to go through that 1 or actually 2 more rounds, breath to movement. But first, finish the breath that you're on. Big inhale, fill up. Open your mouth, big exhale, let it go. We'll do that again. Inhale. This time, lion's breath. Stick out your tongue, be fierce. Inhale, heels high, gaze forward. Exhale, step, walk, or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Mountain pose. Inhale, rise up. And hands come together at your heart. We'll flow it, breath to movement. Inhale, mountain, steeple grip overhead. Side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale up through center and side bend to the left. Inhale, come up through center 1 time. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lift and open up your heart. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Step, walk, or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg inhale, 3-leg dog. Again, knee to nose, exhale. 3-leg dog, inhale. Right knee, right upper arm. Again, get it high towards your armpit. 3-leg dog, inhale. Step to a low lunge. High crescent, inhale, rise up. Right into airplane lunge, exhale, sweep your arms back. Left arm leads warrior 2, inhale, open up. And exhale, settle in. Straighten out your front knee, inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Coming right out, star pose, inhale. Horse squat down. Lotus bloom with the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach out, arms to a T, hands together at the heart. Star pose, inhale, come up. Warrior 2 to the front. Reverse warrior, inhale. And low lunge, exhale. Back to plank or 3-leg plank and vinyasa. Big inhale. And big exhale. Right into our second side. Inhale, your left leg high. Knee to nose, exhale. 3-leg dog. Left knee, left arm, give it a tap. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Step low lunge. High crescent, inhale, rise up. Airplane lunge, exhale. Right arm leads warrior 2, inhale, open it out. And again, exhale, settle in. Just 1 round. Straighten your front knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Last time we do that. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Use your top arm. Inhale, star pose. Come all the way up. Exhale, horse squat down. Lotus bloom with the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach out. Hands together at the heart. Star pose, inhale. Warrior 2 to the front. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale to plank or three leg, and exhale, vinyasa. Now pause in your down dog. Take a deep breath in. Nice big cleansing open mouth exhale. Slowly inhale, walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Feet are about hips width distance. Take your peace fingers, hook them around your big toes. Thumbs will rest lightly on top of your toenails. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. So wherever you are in this forward fold, put a little bend to your knees. Lean the weight slightly forward into the ball mounds of your feet. And then start to lift your two sit bones, your hips up towards the sky. And then you're welcome to keep your knees softly bent here or work to straighten out the legs. But if you straighten out your legs and your low back begins to round, come back to the bent knee. Take your shoulders out of your ears. And then pull up on your toes. Let your toes pull back. A final breath here. Straight arms, inhale, gaze forward. Slow and steady, walk it out, downward facing dog. We're going to get into our final little bit of this flow. Feet a little bit closer, inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose, exhale. Three-leg dog, inhale. Right knee, right arm. We're going to pause and hold it right here. It's a long 5 count. You can stay with the knee towards the arm. If you want to take it into some elevators, lower your knee down and lift your knee back up. We're here for 3, 2, final 1. We're coming up, 3-leg dog, inhale. And again, exhale, step, low lunge. High crescent, inhale, rise up. Little cue change from here, full airplane, full Dekasana. Lean forward, lift your back leg up, sweep both arms towards the back of your space. I have to adjust because I have a door jamb in my way. Back leg is fully energized, fully alive. Front knee, or bottom knee, I should say, can be softly bent to support you. And then a big fun move coming your way. Finish out this breath. Inhale, warrior 2. Step your left foot back. Sweep with your left arm up and around. Exhale, settle in. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Side angle lunge, exhale. We're going to pause and hold it here. A lot of options to play around with. So if you want to take the half bind, you're more than welcome to take a half bind. If you want to take a full bind, you can thread your right shoulder underneath your right thigh, reach around and hook your fingers. If you come into this pose, make sure your chest, your belly doesn't face the ground. You want your chest and belly to be parallel with the long edge side of your mat. So if you can't make that happen, back out slightly. Anything else? I know some of you guys might want to go into a birds of paradise. Well, it's well on the table in the same kind of family of poses here. Just about 2 more breaths wherever you land. Head back into your side angle, binds, release. Here we go. Use your top arm. Inhale, star pose, come all the way up. This time, turn your toes in and spin your heels out. Open up your chest, take a breath. And a wide leg forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. So any arm variation you might want to take. Hands can stay flat on the ground. I generally like to turn my fingers the opposite direction of my toes and kind of crawl through the opening of my legs. Prasarita has a lot of variations to it. You can hook onto your big toes. You can clasp your hands and interlace. You can even bring your hands onto your hips. I find that one to be the most challenging because you really have to use the power of your legs to get your torso long. It's a very active version of this pose. And the final breath, wherever you are. Straight arms, inhale, gaze forward. Stay low, turn to a lunge front of the mat. Left hand will be your base. Inhale, float your right arm up towards the sky. So a low lunge twist. You can stay right here. You can spin your back heel to the ground, come to a kickstand side plank, or step your right foot back to meet your left foot side plank. Any other variation from there, go for it. We're here for 3. Ground down, light it up for 2. Final breath. And release, plank to chaturanga vinyasa. Big inhale. And big exhale. Right into our second side. Inhale your left leg high. Again, knee to nose. 3-leg dog. Left knee, left upper arm. This time we're going to hold it again. Option to stay. You can do little elevators. A lot of other variations can grow out of this. We're here for 3, 2, 1. 3-leg dog. Inhale. Step low lunge. Inhale, high crescent, come all the way up. Airplane full Dekasana. Exhale, lean forward, launch forward, right leg will lift. Really light up your back lifted leg. Make sure your hips square with your mat. Finish out this breath. Right arm leads warrior 2. Inhale, step back, open up. And exhale, settle in. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Last time we're here. So again, any option, any variation on the table. Wherever you land, see where you can create space in your body. Space from your back foot all the way through the top of your head. Space across your ribs. Space across your shoulders. And then when you've got as much space as you can, focus on bringing more air, more oxygen into your body. And if you're not in side angle, bring yourself back there. Binds, release. Top arm will lead the way. Star pose. Inhale, come all the way up. Prasarita, set up. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, open up your heart. Swan dive into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. 5 of your deepest breaths here. And again, any option for variations. So you might take it into some Skandasana shapes again. If you have an inversion practice, you can bring it upside down here. I know some people, I'll turn around so I face the camera, some people like to take it into the floor frog. Inner knees drop down to the ground. You just want to make sure your ankles line up with your knees. Straight arms or forearms. Oh, that one feels really good. Anything else? Last 2 breaths. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Stay low, lunge to the front of your mat. Right hand stays down. Inhale, peel your left arm up to the sky. Again, a low lunge twist. Option to stay here. You can take it into a kickstand side plank or take it into a full side plank. Wherever you are, ground down. Grow tall. Final 3. If it feels like your top hip spins back, spin your hip forward. Last 2. Final 1, light it up. Plank to chaturanga, your last vinyasa right here. Big inhale. And big exhale. Oh, that feels good. All right, friends. Take a deep breath. Big breath out. Lift your heels, inhale, gaze forward. Step or hop through to seated and lie down on your back. We'll get into figure 4 on our back. Right ankle across your left thigh. Option to stay right here, or you can thread the needle, right hand through the opening of your legs, interlace behind your left thigh or in front of your left shin. Your hips are going to want to lift off the ground. Press your hips down onto the ground so much that you feel yourself almost moving towards your tailbone. And when you do that, a little arch will come to your low back, and that's exactly what you want to find. Pull your left knee in, press your right knee away from you. And one more of your deepest breaths. Release. Feel free to windshield wiper your knees right and left. And we'll take it into the other side. Left ankle across the right thigh. And again, option to stay right here or thread the needle. Again, find that little pelvic tilt so you move a little bit more to the tailbone. Feel the arch. It's a gentle arch. It's not like an aggressive, like huge tunnel. It'd be just kind of big enough for like an adorably cute baby. I don't know, ant? I'm trying to think of something that's like not gross. Something really cute and adorable, but tiny, tiny, tiny can crawl through. Pull your right knee in, press your left knee away from you. And slowly release. Again, you can windshield wiper your knees right and left. We've got one back bend in front of us here. I'm going to cue wheel pose. We're pretty primed and prepped for wheel. If you want to take a bridge or a restorative bridge and take one or both of your blocks underneath your hips, you can. Walk your feet in towards your hips and then take your feet just a smidge wider, just a tiny, tiny bit wider. Hands are going to come up above your shoulders. Let your index fingers line up with your outer shoulders. So you're going to take your hands a little bit wider. Press down into your feet, lift your hips up towards the sky. And this is really stage one of the pose, and you can totally stay right here. Stage two of the pose, press into your hands, come onto the crown of your head. Very little weight in your head. Roll your shoulders towards your hips. Press into your feet, lean towards your hairline, and then press into your hands. Inhale, straighten your arms. Press down firmly into your feet, into your hands. Lift your entire front body up towards the sky. A little squeeze of the knees towards each other. If you want to refine and enhance, press your feet down and forward. Use that to bring your chest closer to the back of your mat. A final breath here. Tuck your chin to your chest. Slowly lower everything down onto the ground. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Knees will splay open. Left hand to heart. Right hand to low belly. Start to slow down your breath. It feels like your breath is a little labored. Open your mouth and exhale as many times as you need. And take your arms out wide. Slowly bring your knees together. Little windshield wiper of the knees, left and right. And the next time your knees fall over to the left, hold it right there. And you can keep your knees split apart or flush together. If you want to hook your left foot on top of your right thigh, you're more than welcome to do that as well. This is a great place to release any tension in your breath. Feel the back of your throat open. And let your breath start to return back to what feels organic or natural for you. And take your time. We're going to come back up through center with the knees. And let your knees fall over to the right. And again, knees apart, knees flush. If you want to hook your right foot on top of your left thigh, go for it. There's often a tendency for us to return to the Ujjayi breath or some sort of intentional breath, especially when we move on our mat. So if you return to the breath, just start to relax. Sending a little signal to your brain and your body that rest is coming, and you can start with your breath. Come back through center. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. And our final rest is upon us, Shavasana. Deep breath in. And slowly release. Send your legs out in front of you. Feet will flop open. Take up some space. Palms spin face up, arms away from the body. Turn your attention, focus a little bit more on your exhales. See how long you can exhale for. Maybe even a sense of linger at the bottom of the breath. Friends, I will leave you here in Shavasana. This is a space that is available for you as long as you need today. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.